Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marissa, and for today's video I'm going to be showing you how I do my everyday makeup look. I think that at least doing a really simple and natural look is good for us during this quarantine. Being at home every day can definitely take an effect on you and your mood. And by at least doing your hair or doing a makeup look like this, it can flip things around and make you feel pretty and a little bit more productive. I really believe that if you look good, you feel good. So if you'd like to see how I do my everyday makeup, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start off by taking the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer and use that to prime my face. Now I'm going in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Foundation, and this is in the shade 550. I'm just going to put a small amount to start off. And to buff that out, I'm using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. And then for concealer, I'll be taking the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Sand. And I'm going to start applying that under the eyes, your chin, nose, and then the bridge of the nose, and the forehead. To blend that out, I'll be taking my Eco Tools sponge and Makeup Revolution setting spray and blending that out. My skin's been really dry recently, so my makeup's kind of been clinging to those dry patches, but I think once everything else is on, it won't look that bad. And then to set my concealer, I'll be using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. And then I'm going to use that and take it with a different sponge. I like to use different sponges for blending out the liquid products and for powder. I'll be taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Fawn, and I'm going to use that to contour my nose before we finish applying powder. So I'm just going to take that right here, and then on the sides of the nose. To blend that out, I'm taking the Pinky Rose Cosmetics brush, and this is just like a super skinny brush, and just blending the concealer. And then taking the rest of the powder and just gonna finish setting the concealer now. Since my cheekbones aren't very noticeable or prominent, I like to have that guideline just so it's a lot easier, and my bronzer comes out even rather than having one side up higher and the other side lower. So I'm going to take this Moda Pro BMX 465 Precision Angle Brush, and it's kind of just a fluffy brush with an angle on it. And I'm going to use this brush and take some of that powder and use this to set my nose, just so it's a little bit more precise. So once we have the powder basically all applied and baking, I'm going to take the Hoola Bronzer by Benefits, and to apply that I'm taking the EcoTools Complexion Buffer Brush, and I'm going to use that to start applying bronzer. I'm going to start off by taking that onto the forehead, and then under my lip, and then I'm going to start taking that onto the cheekbones. So the way I like to apply my bronzer and blush is by tapping it into the skin, and I do like to bring it in towards my cheek as well. And for the nose, I am taking that same Benefit Hoola Bronzer, but for the brush I'm using a Lexi 239 Precision Shader Brush, and this I'm just gonna go under the nose. So basically just go over where we applied the concealer, the contour shade. So now I'm taking the Morphe M401 brush, and this is a tapered fluffy blending brush. It's a pretty big one too, and I'm just going to use that to swipe off the setting powder. But I'm not swiping off the nose powder that we just reapplied. And then with whatever is on the brush, I'm going over my eyelids to kind of set the foundation that I added. Once we have swiped off all the powder, besides the powder on the nose, I'm going to go in with highlights. And so I think for highlight, I'm going to take something a little bit more natural looking. So I'm going to go in with the MAC Soft and Gentle. And let's see this. It's really pretty and soft looking. So the brush I'm using is the Moda Pro BMX 265 Glow, and just taking some of that, and I'm going to start off by applying that to, I guess, the top of the eyebrow. I'm going to take that to my Cupid's bow. Since my face is more on the round side, I do like to kind of curve in my blush, my highlight, and my bronzer. But I feel that it looks more natural, so I do bring it in like this. I'm taking that same highlighter and the same brush, and I'm just going to be applying this to the lids. And then for nose, I just use this Morphe brush, and it's a really small pencil brush, and I just take that and apply this to the tip of my nose. And then if you want to take that same brush and apply it to the inner corner. So now for blush, I'm taking this palette right here, and this is the Makeup Revolution Isn't It Peachy palette. And I love this palette. This palette is the only palette I've been using for blush lately. But I think I'm gonna take this shade right here, and this is the shade Bloom. It's the more pinkier shade in the palettes. I'm taking that with a fluffy powder brush. I don't even know, it doesn't even have a name, but I'm just gonna use. With this palette, you do have to be careful with adding too much product because it's really pigmented. So I'm gonna start off by taking that onto my forehead. I'm just gonna add that to the cheeks first, and then start pushing that into the bronzer. And then now adding some under the nose. So I think I'm just gonna go in with this Essence Lash and Brow Mascara first, and then I think I'll see if I want to fill them in. So I think I'm actually not going to fill in my eyebrows, but I am going to go in with concealer and kind of, I guess, clean them up so that it kind of gives it that appearance that they are filled in, since my brows are a little bit more fuller. I can't find my little angled concealer brush, so I'm just going to go in with this one by Real Techniques, and this is the accent brush. It's a really tiny flat brush, so I think it'll still work really good. So now I'm just going to take a little bit, and then I'm just going to go underneath my brows and clean them up. So now I'm just going to go in and curl my eyelashes. And I do have a few lash extensions, like barely any. So once I have my eyelashes curled, I'm going in with the Benefit Bad Gal Bay mascara. And this is my only mascara, so I'm just gonna have to go with it. I need to go buy some mascaras. Alright, so I already went ahead and applied the mascara. If you hear any noise in the back, it's my little bunny that's chewing on her grass mats. And yeah, I don't think she's gonna stop anytime soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Gerard Cosmetics lip liner in Nude, and I'm gonna use that to line my lips. I'm gonna go in with this one by Gerard Cosmetics, and this is in the shade Skin, and I love these glosses. They smell delicious, and it has a light on the inside. Like, how cool is that? So like if you're like in the dark or something, you need to put lip gloss, like you can literally see what you're doing. Like, you don't need a flashlight or anything. Oh, and they also have a mirror in the back. Oh, I didn't even think about that. They do have a mirror, so you could literally, you literally don't need anything to apply this. You could literally just, you have the lights, the lip gloss, and you just turn it around, and then you can apply it. Like, so you literally don't need anything. Like, this gloss is perfect. This is like a 3-in-1, literally. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face again with the Makeup Revolution Matte Fix Setting Spray. So that's pretty much it for the look. This look is so simple and doesn't even take too much time. Doing my hair or my makeup every once in a while definitely makes me feel a lot better, and honestly a lot more productive. I've been taking this time to bake. I love to bake, so I've been baking at least once a week, and I've also recently started buying plants, and I think I bought like 6 plants in a week's span. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. About 50% of my views are not subscribed to my channel, so if you would hit that button, that would mean a lot to me. Also, since you're at it, make sure to give this video a like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!